Hello YouTube, Glenn Anderson here, the Natural Strongman. Welcome to the channel. So I've got another video here today for the fans. So today I want to touch on discipline and patience and why they are so important, and what I've had to do and what I'm going to have to do if I'm going to hit my 4 goals this year. So I've got 4 main goals. The first being a £700 deadlift. I want to achieve all these goals in 2023. So I will be 42 this year. I'm 100% lifetime drug free. So if I can deadlift £700 at 41 years old and drug free, I think that will be quite an achievement. I don't think there's many natural £700 deadlifts out there. So if I can nail that, which I will, then I'll be quite happy with that. Another goal is a 150 kilo or 330 pound log press. I also want to bench press 4 plates a side, or 180 kilos or 397 pounds. I'm from the UK, so most gyms, their weights are in kilos. I know, of course, you guys in the US, your plates are 45, so 4 plates a side for you is 405 pounds, but in the UK it's 397. Although I would like to bench more than 400 pounds. I want to be able to say I can bench press 400 pounds. And the other goal being to just improve my place in the opens category. In most local strongman competitions, you've got beginner, novice, intermediate and open. I did an open competition November last year. I got 7th place, so my goal is just to improve upon that and just do better in an opens comp. So January this year I started doing an accumulation phase, and I'm just about to come to week 7 of it now, and it has been really hard, just holding back, not maxing out, not pushing to failure, just taking my time, building the strength bit by bit by bit, and just holding back on weights that I normally could do, and just taking lower weights and just building up that volume, building up that strength, just each week, just gradually trying to build it up. And it is not easy. There's been times where I've been aching to max out and all that, but I want to hold back. This accumulation block that I'm doing is 8 weeks long. When I'm finished it, I'm going to do another 8 weeks, and then I'm going to do a peaking phase where I'm going to attempt that 150 log press and the 320 deadlift and 4 plates aside, 180 kilo bench press. And I honestly do believe I will hit all 3. But it's not easy, because I'm natural. Sometimes I have to take a little mini deload in between each week. So although I started the phase at the beginning of January, it's April now, almost the middle of April, and I'm only on week 7. I should be much further along than that, but there's been times where I've had to just take little mini deloads. I did hurt my neck or upper spine as well in mid-February, so I had to take a little bit of time off to let that heal. It is slowly getting better, but I've had to substitute and do front squats instead of safety bar squats, and Conan's yoke instead of normal yoke carry, just to keep the load off my neck so that I can try and work around them injuries. But it is hard going. It really is, just keeping away from max weights. I mean, with the deadlift, I've been doing a block where it's called a bi-weekly max out, where I max out on different variations every other week. So 1 week will be, it's all snatch grip deadlifts, but I will do like a ton of volume 1 week, and then I will max out on the next week. But even when I do max out, I'm still holding back. I'm not going to full failure. For instance, on week 4, I did snatch grip deadlift off the floor, 285 kilos, and only just did it for a single, but in my normal training state, not hyping up for it, not getting super excited for it, just doing it nonchalantly and just walking away from it. Now, I could have done more. I reckon I could have done 290, 300, but I did 285, walked away from that. So with all this accumulation phase, and with the log press, doing 7 sets of 6 reps, 7 sets of 5, just doing multiple sets, doing tons of sets on deadlift, just doing lots and lots of volume, just gradually building up the volume building up the strength, staying away from top end weights, rarely going to failure. Even with like Swiss bar floor press, I did 127 kilos for 3 reps and it was easy. You know, the other day I did close grip incline 120 for 10, and again I could have done 11, 12 reps. So just staying away from failure, just holding it back, you know, and it does take discipline and it does take patience. It's not easy at all, really. So I'm doing this accumulation block, and then I'm going to do another accumulation block because I don't want to go for the 150 log too early and then I end up failing it because it's just going to mess with my head. I just want to really take my time, because I want to, when I go for that 150 log, I want to be certain that I can get it. So week 7, which begins on Sunday, I'm doing 7 sets of 4 and I want to end on 130 for 4, and I want to be able to do that easy. I'm quite confident that I'm already capable of a 150 log, and a 320 deadlift, I think I can do it, but I'm not totally sure. But I don't want to go for them lifts until I'm totally sure that I can get them. Same thing goes with the 4 plates as I deadlift, bench press, 180 kilo bench press. I don't want to go for it until I'm sure I can do it. So I'm going to do another accumulation block and just keep on gradually building, and then I will do a peaking phase, an 8-week peaking phase, where I will attempt to hit all of them goals in one peaking phase: the 320 deadlift, 4 plates aside bench press, and a 150 log. So at the moment I'm just doing accumulation, just building the strength. I haven't got any competitions lined up. I do want to do a comp this year because I haven't done one this year, so I've just stayed away from comps. I've stayed away from maxing. I've literally just put my head down ever since the new year and have just focused on getting better, getting stronger, getting quicker. Just trying. It's very rare that I've failed any lifts. I did do a 4 sandbag medley and I failed the 300 bag on the first go, but I think that was just where I just give up too easy and all that. So I just ran through it again and I got it, but it's very rare that I fail. Everything that I've been doing, all the lifts that I've been doing, like the log and all that, I've tried to do it with the intention of doing it in a fashion where I feel like I can do more, because it's a really good feeling where you can do a heavy weight for reps and just walk away from it knowing that you could have done 1 more rep or 2 more reps, or you could have done a little bit more weight. When I did log press last time, I did 125 kilos for 4 reps, and yeah, I felt 5 was there. So if I could just keep doing that, just keep building, and I want to get close to that 150 log. At the end of the next accumulation phase, if I can get 135 for 4, 140 for 4, then I will know that I can hit 150 log. And same thing with the deadlift and all. When 300 is easy, when I know that 320 will be there, I can hit them and those lifts will fall. I mean, it will be really nice as well if I can peak the log, and on the day, because I aim to probably do 130 for my first attempt, if that can fly up easy like a speed rep and then go 140 and do that, and then 150 goes up and that's quite easy, I may even go a little bit more. It'd be nice if I can just, if 150 is comfortable and I think, right, I think I'll do 155 or maybe even 160, that'll be brilliant if I can have 150 in mind as my goal, but then instead of that I wind up doing 155 or 160. If I can do that, I'll be really pleased with that. And it's definitely entirely possible. There's a lad at the gym, he's about my height, not quite as heavy as me, and he's done 160. So the way I see it, if he can do it, I can do it. But for now, I just have to be patient. I really want to attempt a 150 log, and I do think it's there already. But this is where the patience comes in. I mean, some people will say, well, you're feeling good, go for it. And maybe I will, but I'm not quite ready yet. And I'm certainly not going to attempt the 320 deadlift because deadlift takes a lot out of you, and I don't want to go for the 320 too early and fail, because that's just going to head fuck me. And I don't want that. I need to. I want to be able to walk in there confidently, maybe hit like 260 for an opener, and hopefully that'll fly for a speed rep. Then maybe go for 290, and hopefully if that moves well, then I know 320 will be there and I'll get it. Bare minimum, I want 317 and a half because that's £700. That is the bare minimum that I want. Is 317 and a half kilos on the deadlift. But it's not just what I'm doing inside the gym with all this training and accumulation. Excuse me. It's everything I'm doing outside the gym, making sure I get enough food in. Because I'm natural, I have to eat a lot, and I'm currently averaging about 4,400 calories a day. I'm starting to push the food now because I'm coming towards the end of this accumulation block and the weight's getting heavier and heavier. Making sure that I get in at least 3 litres of water every day. Making sure I get at least 10,000 steps every single day. Making sure I recover. Making sure that I get 7.5, 8 hours sleep every day, which I do. I try and be spot on with everything, never missing a beat. Just making sure food is there, sleep, water, trying to keep stress to a minimum. It does take a lot of discipline, it's not easy. I don't go out and party, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. Even when I'm not at the gym, every single thing I'm thinking about is that next workout. What am I going to do? How am I going to get better? It's all really focused. I've been called a little bit obsessed, but you have to be. To be good, you have to be. You can't really leave no stone unturned. It's always in my mind. I already write down the workouts before I do them. Sunday, week 7, day 1, this Sunday coming, I already know what I'm going to do. I've already got log press, log clean once and push press. I know what numbers I want to hit. Strict press, log, I know what numbers I want to hit. Even with assistance exercises like power raises and external rotations and all the other little exercises I do, I've already got a rough idea of what weights I'm looking for. I already know how many sets of reps. On the close grip incline press, I already know what numbers I want to hit and how many reps. It's all well planned. I don't just walk into the gym and just think, I wonder what I'm going to do today. I already know what I'm going to do. It's already planned out, and I just go through it, write it all down, tick it off. Now, because this accumulation phase, I very rarely fail, so I will hit my numbers. Almost guaranteed, basically. I mean, you have your off days, we all do, but I try and make my training as linearly as possible by making sure I sleep properly, trying to keep stress to a minimum. I know, obviously, that's very hard for a lot of people out there. You know, a lot of people have got kids, they work long jobs, shift work. Maybe, you know, they've had a fight with a wife, girlfriend, whatever, you know, or maybe they've got a problem with a family member or friend or whatever. You know, life does get in the way, and I get that, you know, but I've always tried to arrange it so that that happens the least as possible, and just keep trying to chip on and just hit all my numbers. And if I don't, analysing where I went wrong. Did I not sleep enough? Did I not drink enough water? You know, all these little things add up. They really do. I've been doing Strongman for quite a few years now, and it's very rare I have a bad workout now. But if I do, it's normally because I didn't do something. I slipped up somewhere. Because you know, in the back of your mind, when you didn't do everything possible, when you didn't do everything in your power, you know, maybe you missed a meal or something or whatever, or you only had 5 hours sleep instead of 8. You know, or you didn't drink enough water, or, you know, whatever, you know. Normally you can look back and say, that's why I had a bad workout. So I try and make it so that that doesn't happen, that everything's right. And I try and take my mini deloads as well to help with my recovery, because I'm really big on recovery. And now that I'm in my 40s, I do get a lot of aches and pains, and sometimes I don't recover well. I do all this volume on pressing, all this volume on deadlift, and I have to recover from that. But I find so long as I manage my recovery, I can do it, I can handle it, I can do it. If you're new and you're just starting out, you might not need that much volume. When I do day 2 of week 7, I've got to do 15 sets of 3 reps on snatch grip deadlift at 200 kilos. I'm not looking forward to that. If you go back and watch the video that I did, you'll see that I did 8 sets of 3 with 200 kilos, and that's just setting me up for next week, where I'm going to come in and do 15 sets of 3 and only literally 2 to 3 minutes rest. Even just using that protocol, that's potentially an hour just on snatch grip deadlifts, and then I have to do all my other stuff after it. The safety bar, good mornings, the pull downs, the rows, the biceps. You know, it's hard work and it does take a lot of discipline, but I'm just going through it, ticking the boxes, doing everything I can to make sure that everything is on point, and just trying to stay away from maxing out. You know, sometimes I get the itch, I get the urge. I want to go for that 150 log now, or I want to go for that big bench press now and all that. And I just have to have the discipline to just say, no, Glenn, stick with the program, just keep going and going, and just having the patience just to hold back and just say, no, leave it alone. It's not time yet. The time will come. Just be patient, because when you do go for it, you'll not only will you get it, but hopefully a bit of luck. As long as you peak it out right and it's all planned well, you might get a little bit more. You know, maybe, like I say, as I said before, maybe hopefully I'll go for that 150 log. It'll come up easy, and I might go, yeah, all right, 160 might be there. When I go for that 180 kilo bench press, maybe I might get 185. You know. Same thing with the deadlift. You know, I could do 320, and it will be hard. I know it will be hard. It will be a struggle, but it'll be nice if I can do deadlift 320 and think, do you know what? I think I might be able to do 325. So, you know, but patience and discipline, it is tough, but that is the name of the game. That is what will get you there, and it's taken me a long time to realise that and also get my head around it. But you know, for the first 4 months of 2023, I've done just that. I've held back, kept my head, and just, you know, I've committed to this. I've signed this deal. I said 2023 is going to be a new year, new me. A lot of people have given up their resolutions. I mean, I did actually myself. Really, I promised myself I was going to eat a lot better. That didn't last long. I'm still eating chocolate and crap and stuff. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I do need to get my food in check, and there are some things to work on, but at least as far as training goes, and as far as sleep and recovery and hydration goes, at least I'm keeping on top of that. I've not missed a beat with that, you know, so I think I'm doing okay so far, but time will tell. When I go for them lifts, the 150 log and the 320 deadlift, as long as I can get at least them lifts bare minimum, then I know I've done this right. So, you know, the takeaway for this, for you guys, is just have a plan. If you haven't got a coach, get one. I myself do MST Systems, which is Shane Germain's program. So I have his app. I pay a monthly fee for his app, and I write my programs off that. And I know what I'm going to do, and it's all planned out for me. So if you're just starting out, best thing I can recommend is get a coach, someone who really knows what they're doing, and someone that can show you the best way, because once you know what you're doing, all you got to do is follow it, you know. So long as you're on the right road, all you got to do is just keep on walking, okay? Or if you're doing something and it's not working, stop and do something that does work, you know, because it's better to be at the bottom of a ladder you want to climb than halfway up one you don't. Some of my little philosophies there, but yeah. So there we are. Just I'll say, if you're succeeding and you're doing well, just keep on doing what you're doing and just focus, because results will drive you. That's what I found with me. As long as I keep getting stronger, as long as I keep seeing the results, that's what's going to drive me to keep going and going, and that's why I don't give up. You know, it's easy to give up when you're not seeing results, and I get that. So just keep on, and when you get the results, you won't want to stop. You'll just want to keep going on. So I hope this helps, and the next training video should be on Sunday, which is going to be pressing. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see if I can get 130 for 4, because I'll be really pleased with that. And incline press, 8 reps, see if I can get 125. Well, I know I will. I'll say this is still accumulation, so I'm not pushing it really. But I'm coming to the end of this accumulation block, so the weights are starting to get heavy now. If you go back and look through my videos, you'll see how I've progressed from the beginning of this year till now, and it's going well. It's really going well. I'm really pleased with the results. You know, Shane German is a genius. You know, I love his MST app. It's really helped me. But obviously, of course, knowing what to do is one thing. Being able to follow it and do what you're told and stay on track and not deviate from it, that's discipline, my friend. And like I say, so far I've been doing that, and it's going really well, and it will continue to do so. So if you want to follow my strongman journey, please like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below. I post regularly, so if you want to learn more about strongman or just follow my journey or whatever, please feel free to do so. It's much appreciated. Okay, so this is Glenn signing off now. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you soon for the next video.